so far it's a top impression. I am impressed about the Serbian Sommelier Association, the president, the secretary, Georgia, and I am impressed because sommelier from this association that I saw they were everywhere on the dish. They were serving. It was in a professional way, perfect, and I was very happy to see in their eyes the passion to be in this sommelier job, to do it with pleasure, but seriously. And something which is very interesting too for me too, because there are 4 Serbian people. They received the exam from ASI certificate. This is very important. I knew a little bit because I'm since many years in the ASI association, but now I discovered the deepness and the passion of this local association from Serbia. This is wonderful. And I discovered also the wines. You know, it's for me, I had a few experience, but I really say I discovered them during this trip. And even today I'm tasting with knowing nothing, just coming inside of me. The difference, the nuances, not only the best of them, but also some nuances coming maybe because it's this country, but also to see the level, the class of the wine, considering of course the country, but of course in the international wine tasting too. And so we have experience about that, and I tasted very good wines. Even I'm coming from Alsace. I tasted some Pinot Blanc. I was surprised. I tasted a Pinot Gris, which was really good. The Sauvignon was very interesting, not only just able to be drunk, but I feel some pleasure. And can you imagine that after 2 or 3 days, you are continuing to drink wine? That is very important. Sometimes you can be polite, you finish your glass. But I tried after the 3rd day, I continue to taste the wines and to drink some of them. And so I would say maybe my impression is white. It's maybe a little bit more easier and to do it. And some rosé was very interesting too. And I tasted a sparkling wine, which is very well made, which is not only just sparkling, but it had character and it was full-bodied and tasty. Red wine is a little bit more difficult, but maybe 2 or 3 of them, maybe say they are on the high level. But immediately, when I asked the price, it was a little bit higher than the normal way. I could taste here wines which are not so expensive, but they were good. The best of them in red seems a little bit expensive, but I can say they made the best they can, and they give in the investment of having maybe the best wine producers to use technical, which is perfect, and just now we have to need some patience to see how is the evolution in 2, 3 or 4 years. And yesterday evening I tasted a very good Cabernet Merlot, and it was a little bit sharp, but it was a rich, full-bodied wine and with character, with identity. And we need 2 or 3 years, and if you put it in an international wine tasting, it will be recognized. That is the top one. Just be opened. Just discover the food. I was surprised that the vegetables are very top. And I was surprised that here it's not only wine, but also the combination between food and wine are very interesting. And you have a traditional cooking, which is very special. But it seems, I'm coming from Alsace. It seems we have the same roots. but with a different expression. But the roots are the same. And so that feeling is so. Wine world is generally makes you happy. Eating well makes me happy. Meeting people who have passion, who likes what they're doing, and I saw it in the eyes of the young sommeliers there during the 3 days. It's something marvelous. And so I say, you are just starting a few years ago, 10, 12 years. It's amazing to see the evolution that you have so rapidly. But you have to work more, continuing, and help these different wineries. I met the people 2 days ago at the tasting. They were all very sympathetic. Sometimes they had a little bit. They were shy because our wines. No, I say you are on the right way.